Hi, in this video we're going to show you how to create a Windows storage server, and in our case it's going to be an iSCSI server. And what you would use this for is for like centralized locations. So let's say you want to create a storage pool here and have other computers connect to it to use it as shared storage if they don't have extra room on their hard drive, and rather than sticking another hard drive in that local computer and so on. So what you want to do from the server you want to set it up on, we're using Windows 2016 here, go to Server Manager. Then you want to click on Add Roles and Features and click Next to this introductory screen. Then we want a role-based or feature-based installation. Click Next. And since we're doing it on this local server, that's our only option here. We're not installing this remotely, which is another option you could do if you're doing remote management. And we want to go to File and Storage Services, and then find the file in iSCSI Services. And we want to pick iSCSI Target Server and check OK to these roles here because we're going to add some extra features, so click OK to that. So add features. And then for this next part, after you click Next, you can ignore that because we're not going to add any additional features. So here's the summary of what it's going to do. Click on Install. And this will take a few minutes to run. So we'll pause the video and be right back. Okay, so our installation is finished. We'll go ahead and click on Close. And then we'll go back to our dashboard here, go to File and Storage Services. And now we have an iSCSI section. And you can see we don't have any virtual disks, so we need to click this link to create one. Okay, so here's our server name, and then here is our hard drive. We just have a small hard drive here because it's just a test VM. So if you had other drives, they would show up here. And so we're going to pick this drive since that's all we have. And here's where it's going to save the virtual disk, iSCSI virtual disk. If you want to put it somewhere else, you could type it in or browse to a different folder. So we'll click on Next. So we're going to give it a name here. So we're going to call this 20G vdisk. And then since we called it 20G vdisk, we're going to make it 20 gigs. You have megabytes, gigabytes, and terabytes. Now these first two are pretty much what you're going to be choosing when you make a virtual disk here. Fixed size, it'll make a 20 gig hard drive, and it'll take up that much space on your disk, even if you don't have any files in that space. And then dynamic is when it'll grow as you add files, so it won't be taking up all the space right away. So we're going to choose the dynamically expanding. Click on Next. And we don't have any iSCSI targets, so we're going to click a new iSCSI target. And we'll call this 20G target. And now we need to click or specify, I should say, an iSCSI initiator that will access it. So click on Add. There's a few ways you could do it. So you could browse to a computer if you have a newer version of Windows and get it that way, or you could enter a specific value for IQN, DNS name, MAC address, IP address. So we're going to use the IQN name. And so we need to get this IQN name from the computer that we're going to be connecting to the storage. And so that's the one we're recording on here. So to do that, we're going to open the iSCSI Initiator. You could type it in or find it under Administrative Tools. And then when you start it, if you haven't run it before, it's going to say the service is not running and it needs to be running in order to access the storage and maintain that connection. So we're going to say yes. Okay, so now we want to go to the Configuration tab, and this is our initiator name for this local computer that we're going to connect to the storage target with. So make sure I got that highlighted out of the way. We're going to copy that, go back into here, and paste it in, and click OK. So now this computer with this IQN is going to be allowed to connect to this storage server. Click on Next. And we're not going to use any chat because we're not worried about authentication and security right now. So that's up to you if you want to use that or not. Click on Next. And here's our summary of everything it's going to do. So we're going to go ahead and create it and wait for this process to finish. Okay, so that's done. So we click on Close. Now you can see here we're back under iSCSI section. So here's our path to our disk that we just made, the 20 gig V disk. It's not connected, and the initiator ID is the one we just got from the Windows 10 computer that we're going to connect with. And here's our target, the 20G target. And it says not connected at the moment. So now we need to go back to the computer we're going to connect to the storage on. So we're back at our configuration tab here. And we don't see it here. Sometimes it'll show up if it automatically detects it. Sometimes you got to put it in manually. So we need our target here. So we have to put in the IP address of the target, which is 192.168.0.34. Click on Quick Connect, and it shows there's our 20 gig target right there. So we're going to say OK, because it says login succeeded. And there it is under our target portals and under our favorite targets. So now we'll try the auto configure to see if it'll configure our storage for us. And there it is right there. So we're going to click OK. So now we're going to go into disk management and see if we could add this new storage. Okay, so right now you can see it popped up saying it found a new disk. Let's just cancel that so we could look at it. So we got our 20 gig disk here, unallocated. It says it's unknown. So if we right click here, we can initialize the disk. Disk 3. We're going to use GPT because that's the newer style for larger drives, even though this is a small drive. Click OK. So now it's unallocated. We're going to create a new volume. And we'll use the whole 20 gigs. And we'll use drive H just for fun. And we'll call this iSCSI disk. Quick format's fine. Finish. And now we have our drive right there. And if we go to this PC, you can see there's our iSCSI disk with 20 gigs. Nothing on it, but it's ready to be used. So it's pretty simple. You just have to kind of make sure you do stuff in order. You know, install the required role, add your target, add your virtual disk, go back to your destination, or actually I should say your source computer, open the iSCSI management and connect to it, and then you could go in disk management and create the volume, and then you're good to go. All right, thanks for watching.